and welcome to another It's Anything Can Happen Day. We haven't had an Anything Can Happen Day for a long time. We went to the beach and had an Anything Can Happen week in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and those videos were posted. But I've been so busy lately, we haven't had a chance to go on a day trip adventure until now. We are in Greene County, Tennessee, just outside of Greenville. And you know Maggie's with me because you can hear her panting in the background. We are headed towards a place called Hot Springs, which is just over the North Carolina line, and there's a lot of real pretty scenery and swimming holes and just little places to look at that are real neat. And we're gonna be there in about 20. We'll start seeing. Whoa! See now that's what I'm talking about right there. There's an interesting thing to see. Waterfall. Everywhere you turn, it's something interesting. Unfortunately, there's no place to stop and look at that better. But as we speak, we're seeing interesting things. But we're entering the National Forest here in Greene County, headed into North Carolina shortly. And when we get to something interesting, we'll stop and show it to you. Okay, so we saw a sign. Like I said, we're on our way to Hot Springs, North Carolina, but we saw a sign to turn to some park. And then we saw this sign, Asylum RV Park. So, I mean, we didn't plan on investigating this Asylum with an E RV Park, but what the hell, let's go check it out. Okay, I want to say something. South Greene County is so beautiful. I mean, we're in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains, but you're right almost on the North Carolina state line, and that's where the mountains start getting serious. And you can see from this view here, you can see where that's probably where the state line is, where the mountains start going up high. And I just can't imagine how awesome it would be to have such a view. I mean, you're right at the edge of one of the biggest mountain range on the eastern side of the country. So anyways, we are looking for this Asylum RV Park. It said it was 1.2 miles. I feel like we've gone 1.2 miles. This is a side trip from our side trip. So let's see what we can find. I think that's it. Elysium. I've been saying it wrong. Asylum? Elysium RV Park? I guess that's this driveway here. Okay. I'm going to turn in here. I hope this ain't some kind of a trick to get us in here to murder us. I don't see any RVs. But they had a sign on the highway, so that they wouldn't let you put a sign on the highway unless you were for real, I hope. Well, unless I miss my guess, this is it. There ain't nobody here though. Those are definitely pull-through campsites. They got water, electric, and sewer. Maybe they're not. Evidently, they're not open. There's fire pits. This may be just like brand new. Of course, they got a sign out by the highway, so you would think once you put the sign out that you're ready to rock and roll. But stop, do not enter. They don't want you going in there. But yeah, they've got sewer, water, electric. Oh look, they got a pond here too. You know me, I like to do some pond fishing. I know I could catch me a fish in that pond. That's my kind of pond. Here, let's get out for a second. Just saw a big turtle swim away. The turtle's like, "What are you all doing here? Nobody ever comes here." Yeah, I could catch me a fish here. Right, I can see right where they're at. See where them branches go down to the water? I guarantee you that's where they're at. I can see a fish in the water right now. I see a bunch of fish. Okay. Yeah, buddy, we got to put this on our list. All right, well, apparently they're not open yet, though. I would venture to say those people up in that house up there, this is their property, and they're making this campground. And it looks like, I mean, this is pretty sharp. I would plant a couple of trees, but for shade, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 11 spots, and they've all got electric, water, septic. You got a fire pit. I don't know if that's a cable box or not, but we don't watch a lot of TV when we're camping anyways. All right, this is one to remember. This is south of Greenville. And honestly, I couldn't tell you where we're at, to tell you the truth, but it's, you saw the sign, it's ELYSUSIUM. So if you're in South Greene County and you are interested in this place, well, you'll have to Google it, I guess. There's the office, but it doesn't look inhabited. So my guess is they're not quite ready to open yet, and might be something to do in 2022. Got a nice big field there too. All right, let's get back on the original side trip. Okay, so in case you're wondering where we're at, there's the sign that at the entrance of this place. Elysium RV Resort, 1210 to 1220 White Sands Road, Greenville, Tennessee. I assume this is still Greenville. Pretty close enough to Greenville, Greene County. So, all right, let's get out of here. As I said, we were headed towards Hot Springs. Which way? This way? We were headed towards Hot Springs, North Carolina. I saw a sign to a state park. Something knob. It was pretty wore out. And we may regret taking this side trip. But what the heck, we got nothing better to do. So, back to the side trip. Okay, Margaret Falls Trail, Burden Hollow Trail, and Round Knob. That's our destination, I guess. I didn't remember the names. But look at what we're driving into here. We are definitely driving into some serious mountain terrain. You can literally see where the valley ends and where the mountain begins, right there. These people, their property is right at the edge of the Appalachian Mountain Range. I just think that's cool. Can you imagine living right there? That must be amazing to wake up every morning to that view. Driving straight into the mountains. Going from flatlands to non-flatlands. Listen to Maggie. She pants and pants and pants. She gets so excited when she goes for a ride. And I know it sounds like we probably are abusing her, but that's just how she's always been. She wants to, her favorite thing in the world is to go for a ride, and when she gets in the car, she starts panting. And the only thing I can surmise is that it's just, she's so excited she can't help herself. But she's having fun, I can tell you that, because this is her favorite thing in the world to do. Let's see if we can show her. What are you doing, Maggie? Are you excited to be on a ride? Goofy dog. Okay, Round Knob, 6 miles. And then Marguerite, Trail Falls, and Bullen Hollow. We're gonna take this side, another side trip to these places and see 1 mile. 1 mile side trip to these trails. I hope we get to see the waterfall. I don't want to have to walk 8 miles to see it. We'll see what's up here. Maggie's got to pee, so if nothing else, we'll stop and let her pee. Okay, we're at the trailhead. I didn't think we were ever going to get here. We went through some narrow, winding area. Maggie's glad to be here. Stuff to pee on. But I got a feeling that this is a long trail. This is no short little jaunt. Phillips Hollow Trail number 17, Bowling Hollow Trail number 2. Doesn't really tell you how far they are. I don't hear no waterfall, so I'd say it's pretty far. Okay, so I spoke to a couple. You can kind of see them walking up there. They said the waterfall is about a mile up and then a mile back down. And they said it's pretty rough terrain in some places. That's not our mission today. We're just exploring today, so we'll try the waterfall another day. But at least we know what's here, and this is something that we can do. This was just a recon mission, and now it's off to the Round Knob. Round Knob, 5 more miles. I thought we was there almost. Okay. I bet this 5 miles is gonna seem like 50 miles because I can tell right now what kind of road this is. We'll see if this was worth all this time and trouble. Okay, we are entering the Cherokee Wildlife Management Area, Cherokee National Forest, and Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, a federal aid project. Okay, well we're always going into the Cherokee National Forest. That's one gigantic place, and it's piecemealed all over the northeast Tennessee and northwest North Carolina and southwest Virginia. Oh, by the way, we're on some pretty rough terrain here going up to this Round Knob. We just came off a bunch of hairpin curve switchbacks, and now we're on this gravel road. This all started with a sign that we saw as we were driving to Hot Springs, and on a whim I said, hey, let's go see what this park is. And wow, we are definitely in the wilderness now. I can't believe, look at that hawk right there. There he goes. He just flew right down in front of us. Why wasn't I filming? I'm never filming at the right time. He was right ahead, right on top of us, this giant hawk. Come back, hawk. As soon as I shut this off, he's gonna come back. All right, we're still climbing. You know, 17 miles back on a big highway, there was a sign pointing to this park, and look at the entrance here. I mean, it looks like it's been graded and graveled recently, but golly, this is rough. And I ain't seeing no other cars coming up here, so maybe it's just not worth it to some people to go through all this trouble. But we're not turning back now. We got to see what this park is now. I mean, we done put in a lot of effort. Well, yeah, actually, it's literally impossible. I could turn around if I really had to, but oh boy. All right, well, you see what I'm going through here. I need both hands to drive, so we'll sign back on when I get there. Well, I can't really see through the trees too good, but we went through a little area right just back there. I was kind of scared to stop, but there was a really pretty view. Now that I moved on, well, you can kind of see a little bit. Look how high up we are. Wow. Okay, let's continue our adventure. National Forest Recreation Site, Town Knob. Lynn was having a nervous breakdown, I'm telling you. She thought we were just lost. I knew it. I knew we'd get to the end of the road. Now what is here is another question. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Some rough parking, I can tell you that. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Ah! Well, I'm getting out and see what the big deal is about this place. We didn't drive all the way up here for nothing. Well, I didn't know what to expect, but I was hoping for a view or something. Pack it in, pack it out. That was a lot of driving through some rough territory. For this. And there's a shelter and a little bathroom. Fire pit. If I was a teenager, it'd be a good place to come party. Okay. Well, this is what all the hubbub was about. Back to Hot Springs Trail. Some pretty big trees out here. Maggie's got me wrapped around again. Look at this one. Triplets. I guess you're supposed to come down here and go hiking. Cowbell Hollow, 1.8 miles. Well, let's not go to Cowbell Hollow, Maggie. Come on, let's go. Let's head back. Somebody's been up here today. They threw the tomato off their sandwich. See, that's like the old Indian tracking skills that I inherited from my small smidgen of Native American heritage. I noticed the tomato on the parking lot. I'm not the biggest hiker in the world, and I think that's what this place is all about. If I'm going to go through all that trouble to find a place like this, I need a view or water, a pond or a creek or a stream or something. And this doesn't have those because there's nothing. I mean, the trees are the view. Obviously, the trees are pretty, but you can't really see the landscape, the beautiful mountain landscape. So next, this is for Lynn. This is next time I say, hey, let's go take a side excursion and explore and see what this place is. All you have to do is say to me is Round Knob. Round Knob is her automatic veto for side excursions. We're about halfway up the mountain, coming back down from Round Knob, and really this is the only view that we've been able to find on the whole way. Otherwise you're just surrounded by foliage. So it's not a bad little view. I don't know if it was worth 2 hours and all this wear and tear on the vehicle, but that's a pretty little view. Well, I did find a little mountain stream. I bet that's some good drinking water. Well, here's the only semblance of a view that we've got. Okay, we took another side trip. We're still headed towards Hot Springs, but we saw Paint Creek Campground, and Lynn's nephew has stayed at a place, I think they called it Paint Creek Campground, and they really liked it. And so the arrow pointed that way. I'm going too slow for this guy. The arrow pointed that way, so it's 3 miles, so let's try it. Let's see what's up here. Okay, here we are back entering the Cherokee National Wildlife blah 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 again. More switchbacks and straight uphill, but this is supposed to be a campground up here. I thought when I said I was taking a side trip, Lynn was supposed to say round knob and veto, but she didn't, so here we go again. At least this is paved. Okay, Hurricane Gap is straight ahead. Paint Creek to the right. No horse trailers allowed. No drinking. That must be Paint Creek right there. Okay, this is Paint Creek, and that looks like a pretty good campsite right there. They've got their camper there, but I don't see no water, no power. They got a generator. So this is completely primitive. If you can get a camper in here, fine and dandy, but you're to bring your own electricity and your own water. Let's stop in here and look around. Let's see what happens. I want to see the Paint Creek. So this is a pretty good looking campsite right here where we're parked. We could back in here real easy. I bet Maggie wants to come with me. Maggie, you want to come with me? Okay, yeah, Maggie gets mad if she don't get to come with me. So this is the Paint Creek Campground, and as we said, this is completely primitive. This is completely primitive. No electricity, no septic, no water. So you got to bring all your water. And I saw there was a camper over there that had a generator. But this is a neat little campsite right here, and you can see you walk through the little trail. Ow. Maggie, you're dragging me. And this must be Paint Creek. Some kids up there playing. I don't see too many fishing holes right here, but I do see a good place to get in the water and cool off. It's kind of a rock dam up there. Looks like there might be a little more deeper water. Yeah, this is not bad. If you don't mind not having electricity. Okay, I'll say this. I would not mind staying here in the fall or the spring when it's cool. I mean, I'm not talking like real cool, but not blazing hot like it is in August and July. Because I'm a wimp, and I know Daniel Boone wouldn't be impressed, but I like to have my air conditioning. And I can get by without air conditioning if it's 78, even in the low 80s, but once we get into the 90s and the hundreds, I want my air conditioning. But there is lots of shade here, and I would venture to say that at night it gets real cold here. But you'd have to bring your own water, which our camper holds water, enough water for a few days anyways, just to bathe, and we bring our own drinking water. So I think this is a possibility. Paint Creek Campground. Lynn just pointed out that getting here wouldn't be easy with the camper and the truck. But look at this, is exactly like our camper right here, almost identical. We have two. Ours is a little bit bigger than this. We have two slide outs, but yeah, almost identical, and they get in okay. So, but yeah, this is neat. This is a neat little campground. Yeah, I would have to be on the creek. I imagine these are first come, first served. Look at this. This is pull through. Just pull right up in here, and we'll be right there, right on the creek. Just pull right through. I'm a little too spoiled for tent life. I did it when I was younger, and it was fun. But I'm in need of my creature comforts in my old age. This is just outside the Painted Creek campground. There's a little side road here. Let's see where this goes. It had a name. I can't remember it. Short-term memory loss. Uh-oh, my seatbelt. Well, I'm not too keen on going up this road because it says 1-lane road with turnouts 20 miles an hour. I don't know how far that went up, and we done had our 1-lane road adventure for the day. We might have to save this for another day. Tennessee, 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 North Carolina.
I thought we just said welcome to North Carolina.
Welcome to North Carolina. Thank you. I feel welcome. Hot Springs. Yeah. Iron Horse. Okay, let's go into the Hot Springs Resort and Spa and see how far we can get before they kick us out. Take a picture of that. Okay, we are in the Hot Springs Spa. And I'm hoping to see some actual hot springs. So there you see the resort through the trees there. On October 17th, 1863, Union General Ambrose E. Burnside reported from Knoxville, Tennessee that a regiment of North Carolina troops we are now organizing here yesterday captured Warm Springs, North Carolina. and now Old Paint Rock Gap. I guess they called it Warm Springs before. Now it's Hot Springs. We're going into the Warm Springs Spa Lodge. And there's a dog walking place. Face mask recommended. Just past the weeping willow tree. Okay, we're gonna do something really sneaky here. This is the only way I can see to see in to the where the springs are, where the actual hot springs are. So look, there's your view. There's your secret glimpse into the hot springs spa, where all the activity happens. Okay, we better get out of here. That was our glimpse into the back room of the hot springs spa. But look, this is kind of cool right here. Kind of a prehistoric rock formations jutting out of the earth. Looks like a neat place to come hang out. Okay, that was Hot Springs. Now let's go across the street and see if there's a campground over here. All right, Hot Springs. We didn't get to see the actual Hot Springs, but we did see the lodge. So that's something. And I didn't even get to see the people swimming, which is a disappointment. Campground entrance. Oh, just hit a big bump. Oh, it looks like we can't go in. Oh, there's nobody here. I was gonna ask them if they'd let us go in and look around, but there's nobody here to ask. Oh well. We can see, well, we can kind of see it. It looks like it's cabins though. I don't see no RV places, but let's throw them down. We'll just kind of film what you can. They don't want us to see. It's only for cool people. Alright, let's take our last little tour through Hot Springs. Ooh, it used to be Warm Springs. Okay. This was almost as disappointing as the round knob. The sun is not is the opposite, the exact possible worst place to be able to get these turkeys. There they are. Well, there's a bunch of turkeys over there, but all you see is the glare from the sun. That's about how this day's gone. Guineas in the road. They're real dumb. My cousin Donald had guineas. They'll just stay in the road, let you hit them. They don't care. They're waiting for the next life. Okay, we're back from Hot Springs, pulling into Kingsport. You can see we're driving into some serious rain. There's a little bit of rain there to the left while I'm listening to my Jethro Tull. Let me turn that down. All right, we're driving back in. We're coming back from Hot Springs, pulling into Kingsport, and that's Base Mountain there. And you can see we're driving into some serious rain. There's a little bit of rain there on the left, little streams of rain, but then you see the big wall of rain. So yeah, we're fixing to get wet over here, but it's good to be home. We had a long day, had a lot of fun. We didn't get to see the one thing I wanted to see was the people swimming in in the swimming holes on the side of the road, and we didn't find that. We'll have to research that better next time. And didn't get to go into the hot springs campground as much as I'd like to it. But other than that, we saw a couple of neat campgrounds and some pretty good sights. So we'll go ahead and sign off. We're pulling into this rainstorm here, going up Bays Mountain. I guess I can just keep it rolling here and see if we actually hit the rain. I think we're going to. It's definitely raining on the other side of the mountain there. And this is the Bays Mountain Cut. We're on Interstate 20. Oh yeah, see the rain? Oh yeah, I see it. We're getting ready to hit it. It's right at the crest of the hill here. Yeah, let's see how hard it is. It might not be that bad. It looks pretty bad. It looked bad from far off, but you never know. We're just kind of we're chasing the storm. Them storms that come up from the south aren't as bad. When they come down from the north, that's the storms that we need to watch out for. Alright, yeah, we're hitting the rain. So, alright, I gotta use both hands to drive in the storm. So, we'll see you next time. This is Anything Can Happen Day, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Oh yeah, it's raining now. We're just not. I know I signed off, but I thought it might be interesting to show you what it looks like from the inside of that big white stream, and you can kind of see it tailing off. It's tailing off to the left there, so we're kind of hitting into a clear zone. We missed it. Look up to the left. It's pouring. It's pouring there off to the left, but we missed that. We just got sideswiped, so we lucked out. Our timing was perfect as usual. And where we live is where it's sunny over there, so hopefully it watered our grass, and now it's not raining when we get home, so we don't get wet getting out of the car. Okay, we're done. See you next time.